Well, Lance, congratulations on the win. Your first fight since 2019. How did you feel in there tonight?
I felt as good as I could today. It wasn't my best performance. Had a few ups and downs in there, but I worked through it and got the win. So I'm happy about that.
We'll get to the ups in a second. One of the downs, I can look at your left eye. It's clearly got some issues. When you got poked, can you just walk me through that and the discussion you had with the doctor?
So when the first exchange actually happened, when the finger went in my eye, I noticed it, but I go through eye pokes all the time in training, so I didn't think it'd be a big deal. And I was like, before this, I always thought like, oh, how could an eye poke actually take 5 minutes? I couldn't see even for that full 5 minutes. After I still could only see out of my right eye only. So I was just having to protect that eye and continue fighting.
And how does it feel right now sitting up there? Can you see me at all?
Definitely blurry out my left eye. I can see you clear that my right, but left is a little bit funny, but it's all good. It's part of the game.
And you still were able to win the decision. You fought, most of the fight with an eye issue. So is that any sense of added encouragement for you going forward? Like, hey, even though I was dealing with this issue, look what I did.
My goal was to go in there and finish the fight. I didn't do that. So at the end of the day, I worked through this. I worked through turmoil or adversity in the fight through that eye poke, but I'm better than that. And I know I am. I just got to be smarter in those situations, use my feints, use my offense a lot better. But over time, we'll see me improve. So.
And I know in the short term, the next thing for you is to potentially, depending on your eye, go corner Julia's fight coming up here in a little bit. After that, though, what do you think's on the agenda for you? I'm assuming you want to have a quicker turnaround than the last one, right?
Yeah. So I'm going to recover, obviously, get back in there, work on some stuff that I know I need to improve from just this experience right now. I'm already picking it apart. So that's what makes me great. And that's what's going to make me great in the future is I can pick myself apart right after, get over it, get better, and get back in there. So I'm going to get back in the gym, go back to my grind, get better as a martial artist, get better as a human being, and get back in here.
All right, one or two more. Jay?
Hey, congrats on the win, Lance. I know you said before the fight, nerves aren't huge given you train alongside Julia. You know what she can do, you know what you can do, but now that her fight is coming up, how are the nerves for her going out there and competing?
There's no nerves. I know what she's capable of at the end of the day. She's got to go through it. She obviously said the same thing about me. I had to get out there and handle my own business. We got to separate from this on our parts and understand that each other has to do their job. So I know she's got her job done and she'll go in there and do it. So.
And I know you weren't happy with not getting the finish, but Big John suggested on the broadcast, actually, a bit of adversity for you might have been a good thing. I know the fight just happened, but coming away from it, do you think you're going to be better off in the long run having gone the distance?
Absolutely. It's adversity. Adversity either makes you better or worse. It's depending on how you pick at it and how you take it. I could sit there and cry about Big John saying that it's good for me to get this adversity, or I could sit there and get better from it. And I understand that, and I know that as a martial artist. So I'm going to improve from it and go forward from there.
Sam?
Hi, Lance. Congratulations on a great victory. We spoke a couple of weeks ago, and you promised a technical fight where you would, quote, aim and fire whenever you were striking. And you certainly did that for the majority of the fight. So aside from not getting the finish, were there any differences in how the fight played out compared to how you may have imagined it going into the fight?
Things are a little bit different, obviously, when you were in shin pads and whatnot. I felt some of the kicks that I was throwing. In the first round, I also felt like I broke my toe. They told me my toe's not broken, so I'm all good. But banged up my foot a little bit, but it's all good, and it's all a part of the sport. So just got to get better from it and aim and fire even more accurately and pick my shots when I see them go where they are, because he was ducking to the right a bit, and I needed to fake my left cross and then hit with the left hook, but I wasn't committing fully to that. So it's going to make me better in the future.
Ronald?
Ron Smith from Getting Real. Lance, you brought up before that you said that you want to learn from this and grow from this. So I just want to ask you this question for you. While this is your first time going the distance, what did you learn about yourself through the whole fight?
I can go with the flow and I can continue fighting. Obviously, I train not just one round and a TKO in training. I train with bigger guys, 205ers sometimes, where I got to spar them for 10 minutes straight, like 3 rounds for 10 minutes straight. It's brutal. I go with a lot of bigger guys and have to fight through that. So being out there and going through that adversity it's all a part of the sport, and it's going to get me better. So yeah, I feel like I'm already improving right now as I speak to you guys.
Last one, Santiago.
Hi, Lance. Congratulations on an excellent performance, and your fight shorts are also amazing. You haven't fought since October 2019. Is it easier to take some time off when you were younger so you can work on yourself, or were you anxious to get in there again quick?
There's a fine line between taking time off and improving and getting back in there. So I'm going to ride that fine line in between and get back in here as soon as possible, get better, rest, recover, actually improve over that time and get back in here. Got to go coach my team. So my teammate, Julia Budd. So I might have to get out of here soon.
Enjoy the victory, sir.
Thank you.
All right. Thanks, Lance. Appreciate it.
Thanks, guys.